Hello everybody and welcome to the crypto session brief. We're on Tuesday the 25th of April 2023. We're approaching midday here in Europe, as you can see on my clock on the bottom right of my screens. Let's take a look at crypto markets, which once again appear to be in the red on the day. Everything except Litecoin is in fact in the red, and we'll go through kind of where we're at. BTC has continued to be under pressure all last week. Under pressure, started off this week under pressure, albeit yesterday we did close relatively flat, albeit slightly lower. Weakness in technology stocks and an uptick in bond yields. The cause, the pullback now is starting to ask some pretty challenging questions, I would say, of bulls, because we're now just trading above the 50-day moving average, the 50-day simple moving average, which you can currently see on my charts here, just above the 27k round number handle. So I continue to say that this support level looks absolutely critical. The 50 SMA is one of the most widely tracked technical lines in traditional markets and cryptocurrencies, and we've seen it come into the fore in the past. Let's just have a look at a couple of examples. You can see where we're using it in this sort of period as a more of a resistance. You can see here, continue to tag that 50 into the 50, didn't close above. The only time which it's really not worked is when we've seen some real harsh downside volatility and it's smashed through. But that's kind of my point, because if you do get that breakthrough, then it does tend to keep going. And I would say if we break below here, then a move down into 25,000 should not be ruled out whatsoever. Ethereum is also pointing lower. As you can see, it's currently testing, I think that was yesterday's low. No, that was early morning low on the in the Asian trade. We just broke lower but then bounced, but then we've gone back into 1850, rejected off that level. So that's a horizontal. Was support, as you can see here. It's provided support, now resistance, as you can see in the past here, and momentum looks to the downside at the minute. It looks quite heavy, this price action, I would say. Quite a lot of red. Not many big wicks to the downside, showing some signs that there's enough buyers here, so it could potentially move down. I was suggesting I need to see moves down to 1790. I'm going to say that's the main level for me moving forward. You can see quite a lot of price interaction with that level in the past. Just going back here to even in March, for example. You can probably go back further than that as well. In fact, yeah, I knew it was a major level, and that's because we had a major high and turning point in September of last year of 1790. So that looks quite key to me moving forward. Ripple is modestly flat. Litecoin, the only one moving higher just over the past few hours. We've got an uptick. I'm not too sure why we've got a broken correlation in Litecoin compared to Ethereum and BTC. If any of you can bring me up to speed on that one, but yeah, you're seeing Litecoin actually move higher on the day, which is a little bit interesting. Not too much else to add really from my end. I'm just double checking here through my notes which come across my desk. But there doesn't seem to be any crypto news that I wanted to bring your way for today. If anything, I think what caused some of this move and just adding to sentiment is some of the Bitcoin whales. And when we talk about a Bitcoin whale, we mean, of course, someone holding a lot of BTC, a lot of dollar value BTC. And sometimes their activity gets tracked. So at least 4 wallets from BTC's early days have seen signs of activity in the past few days. They've shown no signs for several years. So then that's just sparking some talk on crypto Twitter for the possible reasons behind such moves. And of course, they can influence the price or sentiment around the token. So just interesting to see. I think I keep monitoring that if you are actively involved in trading BTC, especially on short term. But like I said, I think the technicals are at play here, and that's that 27,000 and 50-day moving average. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you all inside the chat room. Thanks for listening, and all the best of you trading.